Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today gonna bring you another super high rated battleground versus a 2100 team where about 2400 of them are. But the reason I wanted to show you guys this game in particular is because we only have 9 players on our team. Our hunter actually tried to join, but he got instance aborted, which is a little unfortunate, which means like he's a big component of our team and we didn't have our hunter, so we really had to be sharp on this one, really had to be on the ball to actually get this win versus this 2100 team. I'm gonna walk you guys through it the best that I can. First things first, I want to just say I updated the stream quality a little bit, so the quality of these videos should look a little nicer. Everything should be a little crisper, a little smoother. Maybe 1080p 60 fps is what I'm recording in, so hopefully you guys appreciate that and notice that, or maybe you don't notice it at all, but it should look a little bit better. Also have my mouse cursor in the game so you guys can see kind of how I'm targeting it. Right away, guys, I'm playing my Shadow Priest in this game. I'm going the Shadowy Insight Psychic Link build. I'm not going the 35% Shadow Word Death talent in this match. I am playing with the haste increase instead, so I can get that extra haste out of Void Form. So it's kind of like a mix between my RBG and or my normal RBG and my arena talents. But here in this match, I am fighting in middle, kind of going for this middle cart as soon as we can. We have a monk in the middle, a DK in the middle, a Shadow Priest in the middle. We are fighting right now the DK, the Demon Hunter, and the Hunter. But what's really nice is that their healer left, which seems like a huge mistake on their part, right? Their healer left us, so we only have the Monk and the Shadow Priest here, me in the middle, but they have no healer. So right now I was like, guys, we can get middle. Like, I can get this. I can rock down all 3. The Hunter's taking damage. Looks like the Demon Hunter left, so we really just have a Hunter and a DK. And any cart or any flag you can get on this map is a huge deal. Right away here, I silence the Death Knight, so we can't use any of his defensives, and I just double death him. He does go down. The Hunter is about to come out of his deterrence, and I already have dots on him. He's already taking a ton of damage. Right after that Shadow Meld, retarget him just for a second, throw the Void Bolts, throw the Shadow Word Death, and I'm like, guys, I get middle. Like, this is a huge cap for us because we're down a player. And we got the first cap, right? We got the center mine, which is a huge deal. A lot of this game, guys, I'm going to be playing center mine, playing defense, dotting people up that are coming through, defending center mine, as you'll see here later in the match. But I'm also going to be going for some cart kills or just some cart slows. Can mind control the cart if he's getting a little far, a little out of hand. And as far as floating to top or bottom, I'm not really the person that does that. We have Demon Hunters for that. We really want to make sure we don't lose a base. I'm going to highlight that later on in the video. But once we get 1 base or 2 bases, one of the major components of the victory of the match is not losing the base. Making sure there's always floaters and keeping an eye. Look at what I'm doing right here on my Zenti targets add-on. I'm clicking everyone down all the way from the first all the way down the last. This keeps my awareness up, right? I can see where everyone is throughout the map, making sure that our bases are gonna be okay. So right now we're on 1 base and they're on 0, so we have a slight lead. I'm gonna fast forward briefly here as we're just defending the node. Not too much is going on, but look at this, 1-0, and I call in middle that I need help, right? Already I'm saying middle, for middle. I'm not being quiet about this. This is a pretty big deal. So this is Demon Hunter, another Demon Hunter, and a Rogues here. So I'm actually saying 3 middle. I'm not just trinketing right away. I'm waiting as long as I possibly can to give my teammates more time to get to me. I'm waiting. As this gets close, then I trinket Shadow Word Pain and spin the node. And then since I waited, now look, I have my Priest and my Demon Hunter here to help me defend the node. And there's only 3 DPS, so once again, we should be okay. Now I'm telling my team, I don't have trinket available. Okay, I can't really defend without someone else kind of near me, a floater. I need someone near me. If I just don't say that and I let my team kind of get away, and then they come back to ninja on me, I lose the base instantly. They sap cap me, they blind cap me, donezo, right? So I'm really making it, I'm really verbalizing that I need help. During that, by the way, we got a second node, so we're up 2 nodes to 0 against these guys. But another major component of this game is that they have 2 tank Demon Hunters. The tank Demon Hunters, guys, have so much mobility compared to non-tank Demon Hunters, right? They move quicker than pretty much anything else in the game, so it's so good to run double tank on this map, so you can just keep spam running those cards. So even though we have 2 and they have 0, if they get 1 and they spam run cards quicker than us, then we can still lose. So I'm going to fast forward this a little bit as I'm defending this node here, keeping an eye on the node. But right here, the guy has the cart. Went for a mind control to actually push him back a little bit, keeping an eye on the node though, constantly spinning the camera. Siphon comes out here. I was like, if we get this cart kill, it's definitely a pretty big deal. He gets very, very, very low, about 10% here, 5%, 3%, and he catches some heals. Monk comes in, put the monk on my focus immediately, full silence onto the monk. The cart is still about 30-40% life, but look at that mobility, guys, as he's just running away further and further. Still turning my camera, keeping an eye on the node. Awareness on this map, guys, very important. Even though I'm trying to kill the demon hunter, I'm always spinning my camera, looking at the node, making sure no one's ninjing it, because that is my primary focus. I have trinket back in about 7-6 seconds here, so I want to keep an eye on that when I do use that trinket. And when I have the trinket up, people can go a little bit further from me. I don't need someone babysitting the middle. I can hold my own in the middle if I have trinket. When I don't have trinket, I need to call for my team to be a lot closer so I don't get ninjaed on immediately. These are all the thoughts we're having throughout the raid battleground. So we're up 2-0 still. Definitely pretty solid here. We have a cart as well. We're starting to run carts. Looks like they capped their first cart, and they're going to be spamming running carts as well. So that's a little bit scary. Team fight kind of progresses here in the middle, guys. And once again, for the team fight, I'm just putting up Vampiric Touch, automatically applies that Shadow Word Pain. Using those Void Eruptions, using my Instant Mind Blast, using Mind Bomb Silence when I can. I am playing Mind Bomb in this game instead of Fear. I think it might be a little bit better for solo team fighting here like this, because I don't have a support stun class like a Rogue with me. Have that Siphon as well for burst. So Mind Bomb, Silence, and Siphon is kind of how I burst. And as far as spread pressure, I'm just spreading dots to absolutely everyone that I can. Right away here, kill that Siphon that spawned. I can throw my Siphon on Tim if I want here. There's the Siphon. Could definitely rot him down. They do get the pass off there though with the flag, so that's a very good job by them. Tossing off the cart so they can run it quicker with their double tank demon hunters. So there's just a team fight commencing in middle. Major thing here, guys, is that I save my trinket for a time that I need to spin the node. We're keeping an eye on that cap, have my trinket still available. They shouldn't be able to ninja. They do get the top node as well. So we have two nodes. We have middle and bottom. They have top node. We have the cart. If they run really fast carts, they could still win with only having one node. So we're going to have to keep our two nodes and slow them from running the carts too quickly. If they run them too quickly, they'll win. They'll win just because every time you pick up the cart, it steals the other team's points. And then every time you cap the cart, you get points yourself. If you kill the cart, all of that's reversed, right? So it's really good to kill the cart, or it's really good to just slow the cart so they don't get as many carts, right? So one or the other, but we can't let them just free run it. It's not enough just to have two bases and run the carts. We have to have two bases, run the carts, and slow their carts. Doing a great job. Our Death Knight Tachi right here is doing a great job of gripping Tim away in the opposite direction, trying to keep him slowed as best as possible. Once again, guys, constantly scanning. Look at this. Right away, I see the Hunter trying to cap the node. Even though I'm killing the cart, even though I'm spreading pressure, I'm constantly keeping my awareness up on the flag. That's my major priority, is that we don't lose the flag. So a little bit later into this game, what I want to start focusing on is defending the nodes, because we start getting a pretty substantial lead here. We're up 300 points here, 400 points. And the only way that this game starts to get a little bit scary, make sure to kill the Siphons right away as well. The only way this game gets a little bit scary is if we lose a node, right? Because we're doing a good job slowing, we're doing a good job running carts, we're doing a good job defending, and I really want to just make sure that our rogue at bottom doesn't get ninjaed on, because that would be, hard. That would be difficult to come back from if we're down a player and we're only on one base and they have two Demon Hunter flag carriers. That would be pretty much a disaster. Could still come back from it, but not something that we really want to, test the waters with. We only have a slight lead here because they've been doing a good job running their cards back and forth. Once again, continuing to keep up this spread pressure in middle, continuing to keep up the Vampiric Touches, the Shadow Word Pains, the Mind Blast, killing that Siphon, constantly scanning to make sure nobody's ninjaing the node, trying to dot up the FC here, the Tim, but at the same time, keeping an eye on the node, which is so important. Fast forwarding a little bit, really trying to keep an eye on these two rogues, right? The two rogues are going to be the classes that have the possibility to ninja our bottom base, and I'm kind of saying that in the call like right about now. I'm like, we need to make sure that ABN's fine. Our rogue is ABN. He is not in the call though, so since he's not in the call, it's something where I almost take the responsibility of saying, okay, ABN needs help. ABN, there's one at ABN, so I'm constantly like targeting ABN, targeting him and making sure no one's at his base. keeping an eye on my Senti targets, clicking on all of my Senti targets to make sure that no one is floating down to his base, in addition to killing, in addition to team fighting, in addition to trying to slow their card, in addition to spinning the node. So there's a lot of things going on in your mind during one of these matches, and that's what I really like about rated battlegrounds, guys. That's what I really like compared to just arenas where there's no objective. Arena is essentially team deathmatch. The first team to get the kill wins the game, etc. RBGs, it's a team deathmatch of sorts, but there's also an objective. There's a lot more going on, a lot more to think about, and that's really why I like rated battlegrounds or just objective gameplay in general, because there's so much more than just the team fight. There's so much more going on, which really just makes it fun and exciting, at least for me. So I hope you guys feel the same way when you're looking at these games. We are definitely going for that rank 1 rated battleground spot in North America. I think we're almost there. One of our team members is almost to rank 1. I think he's rank 2 or rank 3 right now. We're definitely going to keep pushing for it, though. Hopefully no more of this shenanigans happens where we're only 9 versus 10. But once again, guys, we're up about 300 or 400 points, so we're looking solid as long as we don't lose a base. They are running the cart through middle now, keeping an eye on the base once again. This is kind of my job as the Shadow Priest right now. Team fighting, defending, slowing, keeping an eye on the ninjas, and that's pretty much it. As this game gets a little bit further, we're feeling more and more comfortable. The only thing, once again, that could lose us this game is if we lose bottom. And right here, the Demon Hunter leaps to bottom. Demon Hunter leaps to bottom, and I was like, go bottom, go bottom, go bottom, go bottom, because it looks like our rogue needs help. But look at this, the rogue, our rogue ABN already has a debuff on him, and they're ninjaing bottom. Once again, guys, there's someone in middle cart, but I still have my trinket. I should totally be fine. Bottom is the main priority right now. I'm opening my map, trying to keep an eye on it. Looks like our rogue is getting CC'd a little bit, and we have 2 monks floating still, but no one is to bottom yet. So this was like a huge mistake. We were calling it for so long that bottom needed help. We saw that Demon Hunter rush to bottom. We knew there was already a rogue at bottom, but our rogue wasn't in the call, wasn't quite communicating with us, and we didn't send a floater quick enough, right? And then bottom was taken. So that was like, I was like, oh no, it was like a heartbreaking moment. It was like, we were doing so well, we were doing everything right, but in that one moment, we didn't have the floater that we needed. Our monk should have been a little bit closer. Our demon hunters are busy earning the flag, but I think one of our monks probably should have been a little closer, floating to bottom, or I guess our Death Knight. The problem with this, guys, is our Death Knight slowing the carts. Both of our demon hunters are running the carts. Our monks are focused on me in middle to keep me alive, and they're focused on keeping up the carts. So since we're down a player, it's just like, who is that guy supposed to be floating, right? And I guess one of our monks should have, maybe even our warrior could have, but it's something that, it was definitely a mistake, right? It's pretty much just a 1v1 between me and this DK in the middle. I don't have Disperse. I don't have Trinket. I'm pretty much calling out guys that I'm going to need help, right? Look, my monk is far, my warrior is far. It's just a 1v1 between me and this DK. Now the priest comes as well. So I'm pretty much saying I'm going to lose middle. Like, if we lose middle, this game's over. We're 50 points from winning the game, but I'm going to lose middle because there's no one here. And if we lose all three bases, it's over, right? There's no one near me. The monk is the closest person to me. I don't have that trinket. I don't have the dispersion available. I do get chastising that mind control comes. Clutch moment here. The cap is about to go, but we do have Will of Forsaken. We do get that Will of Forsaken dot right away, which is barely long enough for my monk to get there, and that is going to prove to pretty much be the game winner that we need. We spin the middle node a little bit longer. 1480 points. 1488 points. They do pick up the flag though, and like I was saying earlier, that steals, that siphons our points. So if we can kill their flag, we win the game. It's difficult to kill their flag though, especially being down a person. If we can kill their flag, we win the game. Or if we just cap our flag with the points that we get from capping, we'll win the game. So either kill their flag or cap our flag. But if our flag dies or we don't kill their flag, they're eventually going to win now, because they're on 2 bases, we're on 1 base, and they're capping the card sooner. So we built up a big lead. We built up all of this stuff, so we are actually like sitting in a fine spot, but now is the time where we can't blow it, right? We're going to have to secure this last cap, or we're going to probably lose the game. So fast forwarding just a little bit here. Once again, I'm defending middle. I'm making sure that no one gets it. We do manage to get that last cap, and the game is over. The points didn't actually tick over, but I think we did cap it over, and then we got the 150 points, and we do win the match. But there it is, guys. We're about 2,400 MMR. We're fighting a team that's about 2,100, down a player, 9 versus 10, and we do manage to secure that win. fun match there, guys. Overall, definitely been loving my Shadow Priest and RBGs. Might be playing some more Arcane Mage and RBGs, maybe a little bit of my Rogue as well. Hope you guys like these rated battlegrounds as much as I do with all of this objective gameplay. Guys, make sure to thumbs the video up if you liked it. Thumbs it down if you didn't, so I know not to do a video like this again in the future. Talk to me down below in the comments about what you guys want to see for next time, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!